Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones we had High Sparrow, in which... I must go over my notes. I believe Marjorie officially became the queen and was trying to basically screw with Cersei and possibly send her back to Casterly Rock. Ramsay was set to marry Sansa Stark, who had just returned to Winterfell. Stannis is going to be leaving the Night's Watch or the Wall and head south, actually, to Winterfell in order to claim the North. Arya is having some troubles in the House of Black and White. Jon asserted his power as the Lord Commander by killing Sir Janos when he disobeyed his orders. The Sparrows attacked the High Septum, and Cersei went to go talk to them and basically says, like, don't worry, we're cool. Varys and Tyrion went to Volantis, and Tyrion was kidnapped by Jorah. And that's your quick recap of the last episode. Yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's stick to this episode and previous episodes of Game of Thrones that I've reacted to. And yeah, with that being said, why don't we just go ahead and get right into this episode of Game of Thrones. Here we go. Oh! Oh, Jorah.
We're rescuing my niece, bringing her back to her family.
Yeah.
Your niece?
Your niece. Yeah, come on. We're bros here.
I've been doing this sort of thing a long time.
He murdered my father. If I ever see him, I'll split him in two.
Damn.
And then I'll give him your regards.
Well, the Lannisters send their regards. They like doing that, as much as paying debts.
My very own King's Guard. Please express
Safe travels, Lord Tyrell.
Yeah, alright. Later.
I'll give your regards to the Titan of Braavos.
God damn it. Stop with all the regards, I get it.
What would you say if I told you of a great sinner in our very midst, shielded by gold and privilege?
Oh. The mark is like initiation, I guess? Like that's what you need to be this militant group?
There's a special place in the seventh hell for your kind.
Please, I'll pay all of you.
Oh, it's just specifically them? Wait, who was that? I didn't... Oh shit, that's Lancel. And he has a mark of the 7. Wait, they're just... Are they going after the Kingsguard? No. No, not Loras!
Get your hands off me, Loras.
Why is my brother in a cell?
I don't know. I didn't order it.
We both know who did. You told me she was returning to Casterly Rock.
This poor guy, he's just trying to get a
Say
meal.
what is behind this?
I can't bear to think of my brother locked away in some grimy cell.
Why hasn't he returned to
I'll set him
Highgarden?
free for you. I demand that Sir Loras be freed now.
Did I arrest him?
Fucking... Well, no. But you armed the Faith Militant.
You've already failed this
You
conversation.
gave the High Sparrow an army.
Give the order, and we'll clear out this rabble.
You mean kill them? Here at the Sept?
You'd be sending them to meet the gods that they love.
Damn.
We'll find another way.
It's too soft. He won't do it. Joffrey would have had them killed.
Lady Caulfield.
What is he signing?
Lord Smallwood.
Never even heard of these people.
They haven't heard of you either. But we need men, and they have some.
Oh. He's sending recruitment letters.
Amazing enough to send us.
I don't think Stannis would like that very much.
Then we shouldn't tell him.
Don't tell anyone.
Why?
Come on.
Brothel.
Come on, Johnny boy.
I loved another.
Stay strong.
You don't need lovers. Only the living.
Okay. Nice job, John.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I don't like that. No. Fucking God. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about with that.
They stopped the disease and saved your life. Because you did not belong across the world with the bloody stone man. You were the Princess Shireen of House Baratheon.
Yeah.
And you are my daughter.
Yes. It's my favorite part of Stannis.
He'll march south to King's Landing before the winter snows block his way. But first, he has to take Winterfell.
You don't know that.
I do.
He has to take
Once he
Winterfell.
liberates these lands from the Boltons, he'll rally your father's bannermen to his cause.
So we're building up to a battle with Winterfell.
Stannis can finally take the Iron Throne. Then you will take this Bolton boy, Ramsay, and make him yours.
I don't know how to do that.
Of course you do. He's already fallen for you.
His father frightens me.
I don't know if that works like
He's a
that.
dangerous man.
Ramsay seems like the bigger danger.
Maneuvered.
Oh. Back to them. You can take one ore. I guess that wouldn't work, but nah, still. Ooh! That's one. Two. Use your metal hand to, like, block and then hit. Right? There.
Oberyn tossed his spear at my feet and said, "Girl or boy, we fight our battles. But the gods let us choose our weapons."
Or all three of
My
them
father
his
pointed to the
kids?
spear, and then to my mother's teeth.
He said he had a ton of daughters. Oh! Poor guy. Trying to
I
make a
made
living.
my choice long ago.
Just gonna keep annoying him. This is so stupid.
You said you were taking me to the Queen.
I am. Queen Daenerys Targaryen.
Yeah.
She's the queen I serve.
Good. But he was already going there anyway.
She found out, didn't she? Found out and exiled you. Now you hope to win back her favor with a gift. Risky scheme.
Damn, he figured out everything.
One might even say desperate.
It is desperate, but... Is he gonna put the gag back on? Or just knock him out. Shut the hell up.
He sang to them.
Yes. Rhaegar would pick a spot on the hook, or the Street of Seeds, and then he'd sing. Just like all the other minstrels.
And what did you do?
I made sure no one killed him. And I collected the money. Well, I'd like to see how much he could make.
He was good.
He was very good. Viserys never told you.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
That's all Viserys cared about.
I never liked killing.
I want to see the Harpies and the Sparrows fight each other. That just sounds like it'd be fun. Ah, damn it. Oh, shit, are those the second sons? Yeah, I think there's... Oh, and they're gonna target the Unsullied next. Shit. There's a lot of them, but you're the Unsullied. You have shields and spears. Keep him at a distance. No. Okay. Okay. No, Grey Worm! Come on, Grey Worm. You gotta make it out of this. Good. Come on, Sir Barristan. Sir Barristan, it's time to go kick some ass. Cut through the 5 of you like you are cake. Do it! Come on. No! Oh, power through it. Oh, fuck. Oh, Barristan. Time to wreck their shit. Please. Ooh. Ooh. Good. Look at this old man kicking ass. That's right, you help. Good. Fuck you. Fuck. Your shit. No. No. Oh. Oh, God. Come on. No, they're not dead, are they? Don't be the end of the episode. Don't you fucking do it. Fuck. It's over. Fuck! Fuck! Shit. Shit. I put... Shit. 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 Fuck. Fuck, he's not... They're not dead, are they? They're just, like, wounded? Barristan might be dead. The dude's old. Dude's old and he still kicked ass. Kicked ass. They can't be dead, right? Fuck. Such a great old man. Right when he was talking about singing too. Oh, they had a nice tender moment, and then so of course he must be dead, but I don't know. He's probably dead. Old man really took a beating, but okay. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed that they are dead. They could have passed out. They could have. But did they pass out? Did they pass out? Or did they die? Okay, did they die or did they just pass out? They killed all of them. And you know, Grey Worm at the end, you know, they took, that's the thing, they took blows. But none of those looked especially fatal. I mean, it's possible that, you know, they're losing blood, but they could still be alive? I don't know, though. Fuck. Fuck, they might be dead. They might be dead. Barristan and Grey Worm in the same episode, in the same scene. They could both be dead. And I don't know. I don't know if they're dead. That's the biggest problem, is I don't actually know if they're dead. Because, you know... And don't tell me in the comments, obviously, if they're dead or not. Even if that was supposed to be them dying, don't tell me in the comments. I want to see for myself next episode, but... Fuck. Oh, I hope they're not. I hope maybe they're just wounded. Oh, no. I hope not. I hope they're alive, but I don't I don't know. I really, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, fucking Harpies. Just a bunch of assholes. Just a bunch of assholes. And is that specifically, like, this attack was coordinated with the whole, you know, today was the first day of, you know, that the fighting arenas would be open, of fighting season? It might be. Bunch of assholes. Because even the sparrows, to an extent, are like, you can kind of tell they're doing the right thing. It's just their methods are, you know, incredibly violent. The Harpies, like, what they believe in, I guess, and, you know, what they're trying to keep is just horrible. So, yeah, I don't know. I hope they are not dead. But they very well could be. And this is all because... Now, Grey Worm would be dead if Barristan hadn't showed up. Because there were too many of them, and the Unsullied couldn't take all of them. And then Barris showed up, and, like... And just wrecked shit against them. Just completely 100% wrecked their shit. And he would have died too if Grey Worm hadn't saved him at the end. So it was like a mutual, like, you know, saving each other, basically. It's like he saved Grey Worm, and if there were any other Unsullied that survived, because, you know, because he went in there and took on like at least 10 of them, and he did it. He pretty much killed most of them. And then Grey Worm killed that last guy who was going to slit Barristan's throat. And see, that's the thing. That's why I feel like Barristan isn't dead. And neither is Grey Worm, because, you know, they made special emphasis that Grey Worm saved Barristan from getting his throat slit. Now, it's true he could just die of his injuries there, but I don't know. That's... I don't want them to be dead. God, I keep repeating that. I just don't want them to die. I love them. I love Barristan and Grey Worm. Fuck, I don't want them to die, man. Okay, but here's one thing. I love Barristan finally showing his skills, because we really haven't gotten that in this show, I don't think. You know, it's like, you know, they've said throughout this entire show, like, you know, one of the greatest fighters to ever live is Barristan Selmy. And, you know, like in season 1, when he pretty much left the Kingsguard, and, you know, he got out his sword, and those 5 highly trained Kingsguard, probably trained by him, you know, they were ready to attack. And, what was the line he said? He said, like, you know, even at my age, I can cut through the 5 of you like carving a cake. And it's like, shit, man. It's crazy. Oh. So we finally get to see that. We finally get to see Barristan just kick ass. And it's amazing. Even if there was a ton of people he was fighting, it was a while before he actually got injured. That's the thing. Like, it took them a while. Like, everything, like, with the Unsullied, there was a lot of them getting an attack, but then someone coming up behind and hitting them. Whereas, with Barristan, it felt like he would attack, and then he knew that someone was coming, that there was a Harpy, a son of the Harpy that was coming after him, and so he went around and hit them. You know, that's the thing. And I like that. I like that distinct difference that even though the Unsullied they are beasts, you know, that's their whole thing. You know, they defeated the Dothraki even. You know, if you know, they say that in the lore videos, like, you know, they defeated a Dothraki horde basically. And even still, they were not able to really beat the Harpies because they just weren't that good. But Barristan was. Barristan was good. Now, here's the thing is, I will say that the only reason the Harpies win, the Harpies technically won that little fight at the end, even though technically all of them died. Technically, it's like they were, killing all the Unsullied and landed hits on Grey Worm and Barristan purely because they had the numbers. There was clearly a lot more of them than there were of the Unsullied. And so that's where it comes in because, the Unsullied are hugely trained warriors. Like I said, defeating even a Dothraki horde. And in terms of weapons, they had the advantage because, they have a shield and a spear. So you can block all sorts of attacks and, hit with a spear. You basically have a range. But there was just too many of them, and they just kept coming out of... They just sort of kept coming and attacking. Like I said, an Unsullied would attack a Harpy and land a killing blow, but then another Harpy would come in and kill him. And that makes the distinction between the Unsullied and Barristan, because several times, it was amazing watching that choreography, watching Barristan... he's like a Jedi, basically. It's like if all the Unsullied are the clone troopers or stormtroopers or something like that. It's like, they're these great warriors, which is why I led with clone troopers, not stormtroopers, because clone troopers are better. So it's like, if it almost felt like, Barristan is like this old, this wise old powerful master. He's like if Yoda comes in and starts kicking ass, basically. And so I love that. I just love that. It's like, he just like knew there's someone behind me. He is all in on this attack, but he knows there is going to be someone behind me. I've been around long enough. I know someone's coming. And so then he goes and he attacks from behind. And he just keeps doing that and he keeps getting them. But he did still take a couple hits. That's the only problem. Not many. He didn't take too many hits, but he did take enough hits, basically. And then before, again, this is why I think that they may not be dead, is that they specifically show that Grey Worm saves him from getting his throat slit, basically. So that's the thing. I'm holding out hope that maybe they're alive, if not... Or at least just let me, maybe they'll have a death scene at the beginning of the next episode. I don't know. God, I'm exhausted. We haven't even gotten to the other notes. So yeah, that fucking Harpies, man. But it is possible that Barristan and Grey Worm are still alive. And if they did live, if they both lived, it's because Barristan was down there to save Grey Worm. And Grey Worm was able to save him from getting his throat cut. Okay. The first thing I wrote down, technically, is Jaime, Marcella, and Tyrion. So first off, Jaime is lying to himself a lot in this. Or at least he's still keeping up the lie, even to Bronn, who knows... He knows everything. When he says, like, we're out here to save my niece, and Bronn's just like, your niece? Really? And it's like, come on, you don't have to lie about this. You're going... Like, we all know the reason that you're there is to save your daughter. Yeah. And he also sort of lies about setting Tyrion free. Again, Bronn knows the truth. Bronn knows that he freed Tyrion, and that Cersei was unhappy with this. So this is also part of the reason that he's doing this, not just to save his daughter, but also to basically redeem himself to Cersei, after the whole Tyrion killing Tywin thing. And it's interesting that he says, he killed my father. If I ever see him again, I'm going to split him in half, basically. It's like, whoa, okay. You set him free, but but he didn't expect him to kill Tywin. That's the thing. So that's interesting. I wrote down Loras and the Sparrows. Now, I didn't catch what was the name of the thing. I need to see. Give me a sec.
The king's expressed concern about his father and
Regards.
may I offer you some wine, your holiness?
No. How may I serve?
All over Westeros we hear of septs being burned.
Right.
Silent sisters raped.
Should turn on subtitles.
In the streets.
Wars teach people to obey the sword, not the gods.
Perhaps the gods need a sword of their own. In the days before the Targaryens, the Faith Militant.
The Faith Militant. Okay. So Cersei's really playing an interesting game with the Sparrows that it's definitely interesting. So now I don't know if I don't know if she has. Did she appoint him as the new High Septim? I don't know. And maybe because this is basically technically sanctioned by the crown what the Sparrows are doing to an extent, but so now she's even, giving them, turning them into the Faith Militant in order to let them just keep doing what they're doing, Now, instead of just going in and, we're taking all the clothes and sending them out naked in shame and stuff like that, now they're going and basically killing people. Now, here's the thing, is that okay, maybe I can see who specifically they attacked in the brothel. I'm gonna need a minute. Now, they're not killing the prostitutes, I don't think. Who exactly are they attacking? Now, technically, they are attacking the prostitutes, the women, but because they attacked him. I guess Baelish's right-hand man in the brothel. He's the manager. Baelish is just the owner. Let me see. But they... Oh.
There's a special place in the seventh hell for your kind.
They're going after gays. I don't recognize these two.
Yes, you will.
I don't recognize the two of them, but they're specifically going after these gay men, basically. Now, the way they said that, could they be implying that they're also pedophiles? But maybe... I don't know. Now, again, the thing... Maybe I should keep going. Why did that guy look familiar, actually? That guy looked familiar. Maybe you can tell me in the comments if that's supposed to be anyone specific. Let me keep going. So he gets the hell out of Dodge. Yeah, and that's the last we see of basically Baelish's right hand of the brothel. So he's gonna be pissed when he gets back. But he got out of there, and they didn't attack him. Despite the fact, well, at the very least, I guess he would be... I guess he's bisexual, or maybe more, I don't know. But, because he was, having... Well, he had relations... He had sex with Loras and Oberyn. So... I mean, it's interesting they didn't specifically attack him. So maybe they were just implying... Maybe that's why they implied, implied, and this is all speculation, honestly, but maybe that's why they were implying that it's like, okay, well, they're specifically pedophiles, but then they go after Loras. They go after Loras because they know that he's gay, basically. And that's a big no-no for the Seven, apparently. So that's definitely interesting. We are really doing something. We're doing something with the Sparrows. I'm not exactly sure what, or if this ties into anything else, or if this is just, this is happening, and I don't know. I feel like this can't work out for Cersei forever. Because that's the thing, is that, you know, and I guess the thing is, I guess she's using them as a means to an end. You know, she's getting all this good faith with the Sparrows, specifically for this, for taking out Loras, because that's like her revenge, basically, for Marjorie trying to send her back to Casterly Rock. So, yeah, that's interesting. And then the next thing I wrote down was Tommen and Marjorie. So this kind of was Tommen's first real tough situation, basically, as the king. You know, we haven't really had much, I don't think, with him as the king. So this was a tough situation because freeing Loras goes against the Sparrows and goes against Cersei. But not doing anything goes against Marjorie. And he doesn't know what to do. You know, he's not trained to be the king. He's not ready for this. And he is too soft. You know, they've said that before, that Tommen is way too soft. You know, when they go up and the Sparrows block, or the Faith Militant blocks him, and is like, you know, the High Sparrow is in there praying and he will not be interrupted. And the Kingsguard, you know, that one guy in the Kingsguard, not Sir Meryn. No, Sir Meryn went with Lord Tyrell, which is probably part of the reason Cersei got rid of Lord Tyrell, because that's part of the reason why she sent him to the Iron Bank. I bet. I'm sure there's more to that, but yeah. So, yeah, that one Kingsguard is like, hey, it's like, hey, you give the word, we'll get you in there. And Tommen's like, well, you mean killing them? And it's like, he doesn't want to do that. And when he went back to Marjorie, he said, there's no way of freeing your brother without violence. He's very against violence, which has actually been shown through the show. You know, when way back when, you know, when Sansa was still in town, and you know they were all like having dinner, and I think Tommen asked, like, you know, will Joffrey kill Sansa's brother? You know, this was back when Robb was still alive, and Cersei was like, he might. Would you like that? And Tommen said, no, I don't think so. So Tommen does not like violence at all. It's very obvious from this that he does not like violence, and he doesn't want to just use violence for just as a means to an end. So he's very against you know, killing the Faith Militant just to get in and free Loras. But that doesn't fly with Marjorie, who just wants her brother freed. So yeah, Tommen's gonna have to do something about that. He needs to come into his own, basically. It's like he's being influenced by Marjorie. He's being influenced by his mother. He needs to come into his own, basically, and try to lay down the law with both of them. I wrote down Melisandre and Jon. I kind of, like I said in the video, hopefully I left it in, but it's like, I'm not sure exactly what to say about this. We've seen that Melisandre has taken an interest in Jon, you know, but we're not sure why. We're not sure why. And I'm not sure, you know, obviously she wants Jon to ride south with Stannis and take Winterfell. But I don't know. It's like she said, you know, and then she wanted to basically have sex with him, and it's like, why exactly was that again? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that is supposed to be for. And then, you know, at the end when she's, you know, leaving, because Jon does resist her, you know, she starts to leave and just says, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." It's like, whoa, that's a little weird. It's like, how do you know that? That's terrifying. So yeah, I wrote down the Wardeness. That makes sense that, you know, Stannis would just make her the Wardeness of the North instead of, you know, trying to get a son or something like that. Is like, he needs a Stark to control the North. It's the only way he's ever going to get the North to back him. So yeah, making Sansa the Wardeness makes sense. And Baelish backing Stannis does make sense too. Even if, you know, he didn't... which is funny because he did not back Stannis, you know, in Season 1 when Ned did. It's like he would have rather backed Renly or even, you know, the Lannisters. So that's interesting. And then Jorah's pardon. So he's basically trying to get back in Daenerys' favor by offering Tyrion. So, and I guess it's supposed to be the thing of, well, Tyrion is the son of the man who betrayed your father and you know, ordered the execution of your entire family, basically. And he is the brother of the man that actually killed your father. You know, Jaime did that. So, oh, the screen just go black? Man. This is probably a long video, isn't it? It happens. Well, we're going to wrap up here anyway. So yeah, Jorah's pardon, interesting. Maybe we'll get a bit more of that soon. I do find it interesting, you know, obviously he wasn't going to take Tyrion to Cersei. I didn't really think that, but what's making noises? Stuff's making noise over here. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's interesting. You know, he's gonna take Tyrion so that he can hopefully get pardoned by Daenerys. And, you know, ironically, Tyrion was already on his way there anyway. So yeah, and then yeah, the Harpies versus Grey Worm and Barristan. I hope they're okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Great episode. Really love this episode. Yeah, these last 2 episodes have been really good, I think. A lot of stuff has happened, and ooh, I hope... honestly, and I hate to say it, it's like I could probably let go of Grey Worm. I don't want to let go of Barristan. I don't want to see that old man die. You know... But he did so in service of the queen he believed in. So at least that's something, I guess. Yeah. With that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.